Hi, I'm Dr. LeTa. I'm a doctor of acupuncture and oriental medicine, and I wanted to go over the ingredients of Shield. It's Prime My Body's immune boosting dietary supplement that they just released, and I'm really excited about it. If you only wanted to buy one supplement for your immune system, I want to introduce you to Shield by Prime My Body. What I love about it, right off the bat, it has hemp, it has Eastern and Western herbs all packed into one amazing dietary supplement. I've been waiting for this. I mean, this is cutting edge. No one I have seen have formulated this kind of nutrition for your immune system and for such a time as this. All right, let me walk you through it. But first, I wanted to have this conversation of what is the immune system and why is it important for us to be supporting it? Every day, we are exposed, whether we realize it or not, to hundreds of bacteria, virus, parasites, toxins, so forth. And these external pathogens are looking for a home. So whether or not they affect you depends on your immune system. So I want to remind you to control what you can control. You have this amazing intelligence in your body that prioritizes in order of importance. I have relied on my immune system to keep myself upright and energized and out in the world. It's made up of cells, proteins, tissues, chemicals, organs, and they're constantly scanning to protect you around the clock, to keep you safe, to keep you healthy. It's amazing. However, what we do to the body, right? What we eat, what we drink, even what we think, it's either going to raise it, it's going to keep it neutral, or it's going to tax it. So we want to reduce that. So we have a home to shield us from the weather. We have shoes to protect us from the ground. We have now air filters. We actually have filters for our email from spam invaders. Just as we invest in protection for almost every area of our lives, we also need regular protection for our health. And that's where Shield comes in. It's going to help maintain our daily immune health. It's going to effectively strengthen our own body's immune system and the effectiveness of your response time. So let's get started. Your immune system responds really well to nutritional support and herbal stimulation. Okay, so this particular formula, it has 18 carefully curated botanical ingredients plus CBG to give you this holistic multi-prong approach to support your immune system, to protect you. I want to sum it up in the beginning with 5 points. It's going to support and stimulate you in having optimal immune function. It's going to minimize any stress that it's impairing your immune response. It's going to promote white cell production. It's going to support you having a faster recovery when you don't feel really well. And lastly, it's going to help balance your endocannabinoid system, which I'm going to mention a little later. So let's go through the ingredients. First, it has 500 milligrams of CBG. Yeah, you heard me right. I know you've heard of CBD and THC most likely. These are the names for the different chemical constituents from the cannabis plant. So most of us know that CBD is non-psychoactive, and I want to remind you and let you know, so is CBG. It's non-psychoactive. So what's great about this product is that it has CBG, 500 milligrams. It's the Rolls-Royce cannabinoid because it's really expensive to harvest. And it's also been nicknamed the stem cell cannabinoid because it's the precursor to THC and CBD. It has been shown to have amazing effects on the body. It's highly potent, and there's a lot of research out there validating it as an immune booster. It helps promote balance in the body. Now, CBG has been known to kill or slow bacterial growth, inhibits cell growth in tumor cells, promotes bone growth, and works to fight inflammation, pain, and nausea. But don't just take my word for it. Hop on Google and look up some research. Look at some research, clinical trial studies. It has been significantly helped with reducing intraocular eye pressure. It's been really beneficial with some serious conditions in the gut, which unfortunately many people suffer with. So not too many people have had access to CBG until now. So thank you, Paul. He's our CEO. For those who like to geek out, I wanted to share a little bit else. CBG boosts anandamide levels, okay? So that's the endocannabinoid compound that you make on demand in your brain to produce an increase in dopamine levels, okay? So this is gonna help boost and brighten your mood. It's gonna help with appetite. It's gonna help with your sleep cycles. CBG is a precursor, okay, or parent compound to most other phytocannabinoids, including CBD and THC. I mentioned that. Now, CBD is going to directly activate your CB2 receptors that are located primarily in your immune system. And the research says it has neuroprotective properties that's going to help restore and sustain your nervous system health. Okay, does anybody need help with their nervous system these days? Also, it's antibacterial, it's antifungal, it's antiseptic, it's antimicrobial. I mean, like I'd mentioned, it's going to help balance and improve your gut health when taken directly to help support your immune function. All right, last thing I'm going to say, while most CBG products in the market that I've seen are made from a distillate or oil, Shield from Prime My Body uses an isolate form of CBG. It's the purest, it's actually the most expensive form of CBG to produce, and I know that's why Paul went there. All right, so Shield spectrum of adaptogenic herbs, okay, and I'm going to go through them. They're going to invigorate all the different complex networks that make up your immune system, from maximizing your gut health to cellular integrity to optimizing your response time to neutralize any threats. Each herb in here is going to help keep your immune system balanced. And what I've seen from the numbers is it's sourced from the cleanest botanical ingredients. These herbs are adaptogens. They're going to minimize stress. They're going to boost your immune system to make sure that you perform your best. All right, so let's go through the ingredients. So we have hemp, we have 3 terpenes. So let's go into the terpenes. Linalool, okay, found predominantly in lavender actually and cannabis. Linalool, it's a natural relaxant. It's very gentle with its aromatic scent. I mean, I've never met anybody who doesn't like the smell of lavender, but it helps you, helps balance by promoting a calm, like relaxed inner state. It's going to help your respiratory health, and the research suggests that linalool can actually inhibit the development of unfriendly tumors and ease the symptoms of a variety of immune problems when your system is attacked. So overall, linalool is great for being kind of like an assistant in your immune system. All right, the next one is called Neurolidol, and it has a woody, fruity scent similar to when you smell like the bark of a tree. It's found extensively in ginger, orange flower, jasmine, and hemp. And it has anti-inflammatory properties. It's also antioxidant, antifungal, antibacterial, a lot of different properties, all to help your immune system. And it's known for helping you chill out, like taking a walk in the redwoods. Specifically, I've seen the research say that it can help with your heart ailments. I know a lot of people have issues with that. It can also help with prevention, so things don't become chronic. Also great for pain, so very good. The third terpene is called geraniol. It's terpenes are always hard to say. These are the sweet-smelling plants and flowers like roses, lemongrass, citronella, coriander, peaches, blueberries, even carrots. But this terpene has been studied for its immunomodulatory effect. What does that mean? It's going to help you with your response, your immune response, antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal. It's going to help limit the physical distress. We know that stress weakens your immune, so nothing like the smell of a sweet-smelling terpene like geraniol to pull you out of the angst of something. Remember, we need to reduce the impact of what we put on the immune system. And the best part of these plants, of these flowers, they're here to help, you know? So I always thank them, and thank goodness they're here. And just, gosh, the smell of rose, just starts to make me relax. All right, so I want to talk about the 7 Western herbs, and then I'll go into the 6 Chinese herbs. So we have the hemp, and we have the 3 terpenes. So let's start with echinacea. Most of you have heard about echinacea, especially if you haven't felt well and you've asked a friend for a recommendation, because it's known as the supreme immunostimulant because of its notable effect on your immune system. Now, the research has shown that it's What it does in the immune system is that it increases your white blood cells, okay, which is going to help fight infections, viruses, and great about it is it helps with a faster recovery. It's antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal. It's also antioxidant, anti-carcinogenic, anti-inflammatory, and it has wound healing properties. Now, other than cannabinoids and terpenes, echinacea is one of only a few botanicals that directly support your endocannabinoid CB2 receptors, which I mentioned that are known to help balance your immune system function. So this is amazing. All right, the second one is Paw d'Arco. Named after the tree, research shows that this herb helps boost your immune response activity by nearly 50% when you ingest it regularly. All right, who doesn't want that? So it's native to the Amazon rainforest, and the compounds come from the inner bark of the Paw d'Arco tree. So there's an excellent source of antioxidants. Now, traditionally, back in the day, it was used as a blood tonic. It helps with having a normal inflammatory response. It's going to help promote a natural, healthy microbial balance in your intestinal tract, which a lot of us need. So it's going to help with digestion, immune, and it's also going to support your liver, which is always a good idea. All right, so there are 6 main conditions that I know that this herb is used for, but I want to stay in compliance with Prime My Body. I don't want to list them, but most of us know someone who has one of these. So please take some time if you're able to or interested in looking up this amazing herb and the wide variety of benefits that we can get from the Amazon. Okay, so the next one is elderberry. I know I have some in the fridge right here. Anytime I'm feeling something with my throat, I'll take a teaspoon. It's packed with antioxidants, vitamins. It's one of the earliest botanical remedies used to support your immune system health to ease the cold and flu symptoms, like I said, the throat, when I get them. It helps when you have some sort of discomfort in the beginning, right? A foreign invader. It's going to lessen the stress. It's going to help my heart health, or everybody's heart health, which is critical right now with the cardiovascular disease in America. It tastes amazing. I mean, elderberry is just phenomenal. All right, oil of oregano. So this has been used, again, for thousands of years as an immune booster. It's known for its antioxidant, antimicrobial properties, and it's considered a guardian of your immune cell and tissue health, okay? So tissue is the key word here. Because it can prevent tissue damage from toxins, so think of this. It's a powerful herb to boost your immune system. It's going to help you have a quicker recovery from a cold and flu. But the research says it's been effective against MRSA and kills bacteria. And again, it's going to protect any sort of lung tissue that's been damaged. All right, eucalyptus. I can just smell it now thinking about it. So this tree has been used since the beginning of time for its ability to stimulate your immune system. Now, like reishi and licorice, and I'm going to go into those when I talk about the Chinese herbs of the formula, but eucalyptus helps restore and support your respiratory health by reducing excess inflammation in your lung tissue when your bronchi is working too hard and you produce a cough, and it does this by cooling the lungs. It has this soothing effect, okay? So studies, if you look at the research, shows that eucalyptus is and I'll run through them, it's high in antioxidants. It may relieve cold symptoms. It may treat dry skin. It may reduce pain. It can promote relaxation, and it can help your teeth healthy. I've seen it in toothpaste now at the health food store, and it can act as a natural insect repellent. So, yeah, just a side note to know. I've seen studies say that it really helps with respiratory problems. So again, I can't list the conditions and I can't talk about the diseases because absolutely we don't want to make medical claims that these herbs and this dietary supplement can cure, prevent, or treat any illness or disease. But know that this has been around as a profound ally in supporting lung tissue and supporting respiratory health. So if you know of anyone you want to geek out, definitely look into the research. All right, olive leaf. So this extract, it comes from the leaves of the olive tree, okay? And it's gonna help enhance your immune system function. So specifically as an immunostimulant, Olive leaf is going to activate immune response and increase the activity when necessary because it's bitter. This property, it's going to regulate your parasympathetic nervous system. So it's going to put you in a state of relax, regenerate, think rest and digest, okay? Traditionally, back in years, thousands of years ago, it was used to enhance the functioning of the immune system by aiding the management of viral infections when someone specifically had a fever, okay? So it's going to stimulate what I call phagocytes, or, it's called phagocytes, but what I call Pac-Mans. So they are cells that are responsible for eating like any sort of dangerous bacteria or unfriendly organisms before they cause harm. Okay, many studies have shown that olive leaf can kill candida and E. coli bacteria, so really powerful health ally. I mean, you'll be amazed at the research on what it can do, so check it out. I love that it has antioxidant activity, amazing for immunity, insulin sensitivity, if you have heart or bone issues, skin issues, degeneration of the nervous system, again, inflammation. It's going to help with bacteria, fungus, antiviral. So a lot of amazing things there. All right, what's great about garlic, other than it makes any meal delish, is that it may help boost virus-fighting T cells. Okay, it's going to help open blood vessels, which allows for greater immune circulation. This is the key. Many times when people don't feel well, they don't move their bodies, right? They stay in bed, so their circulatory system gets sluggish. This is important. Garlic has been shown to also decrease adrenal fatigue, okay? So that's gonna put a strain on your immune function. We know that it has antiviral properties. It helps maintain homeostasis, the balance of your immune system. It's been used for centuries to offer protection against infections. Helps with long-time heart ailments and long-time other issues that I can't claim. All right. This is where I'm excited. My personal favorite are the 6 Chinese herbs in Shield. Okay, let's geek out. In the records, in the textbooks, in the classics of Chinese medicine, it shows that ginseng is one of the first plants to be used to improve health and well-being and has been a staple in TCM, or we call traditional Chinese medicine. So the oil from the root, so it's going to help boost and modulate your optimal immune function, but honestly, most people know it as a stimulant, okay? So it's been used in the modern world to get people going, right? Some people feel sluggish, they feel tired, but not just from the physical body, mental sluggishness, okay? And they get mental sluggishness from overactivity, thinking too much. And the last thing I saw recently is it's kind of like a longevity tonic because it helps strengthen cognitive function. So what does it have in it? Well, it's an incredible antioxidant. It has anti-inflammatory effects, okay? It's well known as an immune modulator for boosting immunity against bacterial, viral infections, also self-attacking immune issues. There's other long-term discomforts in the body. So that's what I'll say about that. Again, I want to make sure I'm in compliance, no claims. All right, Dingshang, clove. This is in the category of warm the exterior, expel cold category, okay? It has high antioxidants, which is going to help your immune system fight off what? Oxidative damage, free radicals. It's going to help reduce inflammation and expel mucus. Who do you know that has extra mucus? What I love about clove is that it's full of minerals and vitamins and fiber, which most of us are deficient in. But the main ingredient that makes clove very powerful for everybody, for increasing immunity, is the substance called eugenol, okay? Eugenol, actually, it's also the substance in clove that gives it its distinct smell, the odor. But the studies say that it's been proven to be effective against harmful bacteria and viruses and in fighting funguses. So really glad it's in the supplement. Reishi, okay, potent adaptogen. Okay, it's known as the king of herbs in Chinese culture. It's like bow to the reishi, the lingzhi tree. So reishi has been used for centuries. Actually, it's grown at the base of the tree. Used for centuries to enhance immune, to increase the white blood cell production. It's going to help fight infection, improve health, and any sort of balances. So it's going to boost your immune. It has anti-properties, a list of anti-properties that I can't list. I want to stay, in compliant, but it's a long-term tonic, okay, to prevent like a lot of different things. It could fight fatigue, depression, good for heart health, blood sugar control, antioxidant. So reishi is amazing. All right, the next one is gansao, licorice. Well documented, antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal. Okay, traditional uses, it helps with coughs, colds, and flu. It's going to help expel that respiratory mucus and phlegm. Licorice has an affinity for protecting the respiratory system, okay? It's going to help boost endurance and energy, and it's going to soothe muscles in the bronchi. But the one thing I want to impart as a doctor of Chinese medicine is in Chinese medicine, we call this a guide herb. In nearly almost 50% of our Chinese herbal formulas, gansao or licorice is commonly combined with other herbs in the formula to enhance the effectiveness of all the other ingredients, which is amazing. It's going to raise your qi, it's going to reduce toxicity, and licorice is added for flavor as well. Now, if you want to know the technical piece, if you want to geek out on what does guide herb really mean, there's an actual chemical transformation when this herb interacts with other compounds due to its effect on cytochrome P450 enzyme in the liver, okay? So that's amazing. All right, so Chinese skullcap root, it's called huangqin in pinyin. It's bitter, it's cold, because it's going to clear heat. It's going to drain dampness, fire, toxins. It's one of the most widely used herbs in Oriental medicine because it has this expansive range of therapeutic effects. Anti-inflammatory, antiviral, antibacterial, a lot of anti-words, okay, on the immune system. It is amazing. So we're looking at foundational immune support, liver support, and cleansing support. This plant is actually very chemically complex, okay? So it's full of antioxidants. There's specific ones called flavones. And there's two particular interest of me. These antioxidants appear to regulate the effects of oxidative stress on various tissues in your body, including the liver, okay? Which is huge. It also supports your body in having a healthy inflammatory response. It's going to promote normal cellular growth. It's really, really, really awesome. And the last one is boha, spearmint, okay? It's a traditional herb. It contains relaxant properties. It's going to soothe like your GI tract. It's going to help with the respiratory system to clear any heat, congestion. It's antibacterial, antiviral, and again, it's going to treat inflammation, pain, help your lungs and liver, and it's going to promote the circulation of qi, which is amazing. All right, MCT oil. Why is it used as a carrier oil in Shield, okay? Well, research shows that MCT possesses what? Immune modulating properties, of course. It's organically sourced. But the thing to note is this. Since 70 to 80% of your immune cells are located in your GI tract, it's important that as a dietary supplement for your immune system, you want these ingredients to be delivered in your body directly through your digestive tract, rather than being absorbed in the bloodstream via your oral cavity. Again, because the immune cells and your endocannabinoid receptors are in your gut. Why did they choose vitamin A? Not C, not D. Well, vitamin A is known as the anti-inflammation vitamin because its critical role in enhancing immune function against infection. So the best vitamin to put into Shield is vitamin A, in my opinion. So we did it. All right, one last thing to know is the ECS and immune system activation. So endocannabinoid system. Like your immune system that weaves and connects throughout your whole body, your endocannabinoid system is the master controller, right? It's a complex, it's a signaling on-demand network that's going to communicate with your brain, your glands, your organs, your tissues, your cells. Most of you know that your endocannabinoid system's main role is to keep you balanced, homeostasis, to support the function of every other system, but most notably your immune system, okay? Its job is to relax, help you relax, eat, sleep, forget, and protect. Remember that last word, protect. This is the #1 dietary supplement to help guard your body. It's called Shield. I love it. It's a formula that does combine hemp, cannabinoids, terpenes, the best of the best botanical extracts. Shield gives you a holistic approach for immune support. And I want to wrap it up with this. It's going to fortify your immune system. It's going to help you balance any sort of immune response. It's going to stimulate your immune cell production. It's going to modulate to make sure you have a balanced immune system. It's going to reduce any sort of negative impacts on the body like stress or tension. Yeah, it's so good. So I'm Dr. LeTa. I'm so glad you're here today. Find me on the internet and other channels through drleta.com for more educational videos. And thank you so much for listening. Have a blessed day.